Hi, everyone. Welcome to Midday Yoga. I've had quite the morning. I thought maybe you did too. So I thought we'd just start in seated meditation today. So go ahead and come onto your mat. You can sit however is comfortable for you, either crisscross style with your hands down or hands up, or you can sit on your knees, like on your heels with your knees forward. So get comfortable. Take a full breath in. And a full breath out. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose. Sit up nice and tall, but not too rigid. So let your spine be long, but let your shoulders wrap down. Not really forcing your upper body to be upright, but keeping a nice, strong spine. Inhale. Exhale. Just keep your breath moving through you. Try to let go of your morning. Let go of the current state of your day, whatever that may be. Just let it melt away. When thoughts bubble up, let them float away like clouds. You can come back to them later. Try to commit these next 45 minutes to yourself, to your practice, to your body, your mind, and your spirit. Full breath in. Full breath out. On your next breath, go ahead and set your intention, purpose, or dedication for today's practice. Maybe that's just to be here, to be present, to be here for yourself. When you're ready, seal that intention on your heart. Good afternoon, everyone. Let's come into a tabletop position, hands right under wrists, knees under hips. Pull your core in, just starting to weaken and engage your core, belly to spine. Full breath in, full breath out. On your inhale, let your belly drop, peek up. Option to tuck your toes. Exhale, dome and round your spine. Inhale, belly drops, peek up. Exhale, dome and round. Take one more. Let your belly drop, peek up. Dome and round your spine. Exaggerate it this time, pulling each vertebrae up towards the ceiling. And come back to your tabletop. Core is pulling in. Tuck your toes behind you. Slowly make your way up to your first down dog. So press firmly into your hands. Send your heels down towards your mat. Take a breath or two to pedal out your knees, pedal out your heels, just finding motion in your legs. Full inhale, full exhale. On your inhale, lift your right leg just hip height. Exhale, place it through to a lunge. Drop your left knee down, lift yourself up to tap your front knee, grow a little tall at the top, and then start to sink forward, coming into a low lunge or an Anjaneyasana. So letting your hips drop towards your mat, sinking into your front knee. Option to reach your left arm or both arms up, maybe add a little back bend. Bring your knee back over your ankle, release your hands to frame your foot, tuck your toes, step back, down dog. Full breath in, full breath out. Inhale, lift your left leg hip height. Exhale, place it through. Drop your right knee down. Lift yourself up, tap your front knee, grow tall, and sink into that low lunge or that Anjaneyasana. Option to reach your right arm or both arms up. Add a little back bend if it serves you. Release both hands down. Frame your front foot. Come back to the lunge. Step back to your down dog. Full inhale. Full exhale. Look at your hands. Step, walk, or jump your feet to your hands and fold forward. Inhale, lift to your flat back, tap your shins. Exhale, fold forward, bend knees, reach arms back. Keeping hips low, sweep forward and up to your first fierce or chair pose. Hips are settling down towards your mat as your core pulls in. Inhale, straighten, reach up. Exhale, forward and down, fold. Inhale to your flat back. Exhale, step your right foot back. Inhale, arms reach back to airplane. Exhale, sweep forward and up to a high crescent lunge. Linking our breath with our movements, moving nice and steady. Inhale, reach. Exhale, plant your back foot down, find a warrior two and pause. Make sure your front knee is over your ankle. Arms parallel to the floor. Flip your front palm, reverse your warrior. Reach up and back. Keep the strength, the steadiness in your front knee as you reach for the back of your mat. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, cartwheel down to a twisted lunge. Right hand planted. Left hand can tap your knee, your hip, or you can reach high. Find a twist from your core, peek up. Release your left hand down, step back, down dog. Full breath in, full breath out. Taking a modified vinyasa, come forward to your high plank. Tap your knees and lower yourself all the way down into a baby cobra. So hands by your ribs, heart and chest lifting. Send your elbows up towards the ceiling, squeeze your shoulder blades towards each other, lift your knees. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release down. You can come through the tabletop or right up to your down dog. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Lift your right leg high. Bring your knee to your nose. Keep your hips up. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, place it through. Now drop your left knee down and start to sit back. So if you do have a block or some other prop to sit on, you can place a block behind your glute, your right glute, and then hinge yourself over your right leg. So we're still working on splits, our pose or our focus of the month for July. You can come into a half split, coming forward, full breath in, full breath out. Start to bring yourself back up to the lunge, move the block, lift your left knee. On your inhale, reach arms back. Exhale, as you reach forward, bring your left knee with you, coming right into our eagle pose. Take your left leg over your right. Take your left arm under your right. Find some stillness in your balancing pose. Pulling belly to spine. Settling your hips towards the floor, towards the ground. Full breath in. Full breath out. Take one more inhale. Exhale, settle into your deepest point. On your inhale, unravel, spring out, reach up. Exhale, forward and down, fold. Shoulders lift, hip height, flat back. Step your left foot back. Inhale, arms reach back. Exhale, forward and up, high crescent lunge, settle. Plant your back foot, find your warrior two. Strong front and back leg. Core is still strong, shoulders stacked over hips. Flip your front palm, reverse your warrior. Find that side body reach, up and back. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, cartwheel down to your twisted lunge. Find length through your spine as you twist from your core. Take a peek up. Release your right hand down. Step back, down dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Modified vinyasa. Come forward to your high plank. You can drop your knees or lower yourself all the way down. Coming into a sphinx pose, slide your forearms down on the mat. Elbows under shoulders. Press into your feet and lift your knees up. Find that lift in your heart and chest. Send it forward. Release yourself down. Come through tabletop or lift right back to your down dog. Full inhale. Full exhale. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, bring your knee to your nose, dome and round. Send your left leg up, place it through to your lunge. Drop your right knee down. Then again, just preparing for split. You can take half split, sit back on a block or a prop, hinge yourself forward. Take one more full round of breath, settle. Lift yourself back up into the lunge, move your block or prop. On your inhale, reach arms back. Exhale as you reach forward, bring your right knee with you. Coming into our eagle, take your right leg over your left, right arm under your left. Strong core. Strong standing leg. Settle in. Inhale, unravel, spring out, reach up. Coming right in, forward and down, full. Rise to your flat back. Step your right foot back. Inhale, arms reach back. Exhale, forward and up, high crescent lunge. Take one inhale to reach. Exhale, plant your back foot, find your warrior two, and settle. Let's add some dynamic movement to our warrior two. On your inhale, straighten your front leg, reach up. Exhale through heart center, back to your warrior two. Inhale, straighten, reach. Exhale, warrior two. Just flowing through like it's a dance, making the movements nice and smooth. Take one more, reach up, peek up, come back to your warrior two, and pause. Reach forward for a bent knee triangle. Elbow to knee or arm to the inside of your leg. Your choice, you can take an extended side angle, reaching forward. You can flip your top palm and take it back for a half bind. You can always reach through for a full bind. Take one more breath in your variation. Lift yourself back up to bent knee triangle. Then come through warrior two, flip your front palm, reverse your warrior, reach up and back. Straighten your front leg, take your palm up towards the ceiling, catch your wrist, or you can place your hand in between your shoulder blades and catch your elbow. Just give yourself a little tug, a little reach back towards the back of your mat. Inhale, reach. On your exhale, bend back into your front knee. Cartwheel down to a regular lunge. Step back, high plank. Inhale in your high plank. On your exhale, lower down. You can always tap your knees. Come into a full locust pose. Arms float up, legs float up. Hips are grounding down into your mat. Lift your heart and chest, lift your legs. Release down. Tuck your toes. Come back to your down dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose, dome and round. Send your right leg up. Hover your right knee to your right elbow and pause. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, place it through. Your choice where you go from here. You can tap your left knee down and come back to the half split. If you have a full split, you can go ahead and send a leg forward, your right leg forward, your left leg back. You can always use a block on a high, medium, or low setting under each leg. Just take what works for you and settle in. Start to make your way back to your lunge. Moving your block or prop out of the way. Lift your left knee up. Then lift your left leg up, coming into a standing split. You can place your right hand behind your calf or ankle. You can always bring your hands to a block to assist you for a little bit of height. You can keep both hands framing your right foot. Take one more breath, lift your left leg. Then drop your left hip so it's in line with your right. Walk or float your hands to heart center and reach arms back like you're in a warrior three just for a moment. Hinge your left knee to 90, arms stay by your sides. Coming into our tree pose, take your left knee over to the left. Place your left foot into your thigh, calf, or ankle. When you're steady in your standing leg, find the arm variation of your choice. Hands to heart center. You can reach both arms up. Try to find some lift in your heart and chest. Grow your tree a little taller. Slowly make your way back in. Knee to 90, arms by your sides. Release your left foot down. Take a full round of breath. You can shake out your feet, shake out your ankles. Coming into dancer's pose, starting on our left side, reach your right arm up, bring your left arm out like a tray. Catch your left foot behind you. Take a pause at the top. When you're ready, start to kick into your hand. Make sure you're steady and stable through your standing leg first, through your right leg. You can reach forward. You can hinge forward. Take one more breath in your dancers. And slowly make your way back to center. Knees come together. Release your foot. Find that nice backstroke or windmill of your arms. Land in your conscious mountain pose. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward and down. Fold. Shoulders lift hip height, flat back. Step your left foot back. Inhale, arms reach back. Exhale, forward and up, high, crescent lunge. On your inhale, reach. Exhale, plant your back foot. Find your warrior two. Adding our dynamic movement. Inhale, straighten, reach up. Exhale through heart center, back to warrior two. Inhale, straighten your front leg, reach. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten, reach up, peek up. Exhale, warrior two. Take one more, reach up, lift your heart and chest at the top. Find your warrior two and pause. Reach forward, bent knee triangle. Elbow to knee or arm to the inside of your leg. If you're gripping to your toes, try to lift all 10 toes and then release them back down. Your choice, extended side angle, half bind, or full bind. Once you've decided on your variation, try to commit to it. Staying in for the next 3 breaths. Just making small adjustments with each breath. Maybe sinking into your legs, turning your top shoulder up a little more if you're in the bind. Finding length through your side body. There's so much we can learn and discover in each pose. So just sit in it. Take one more breath. Float back up to that knee triangle, left arm lifted. Bring yourself back through your warrior two. Flip your front palm, reverse your warrior. Straighten your front leg. Should feel really nice in your hip and your knee. You can take your palm up and catch your wrist, or take your hand between your shoulder blades and catch your elbow. Give yourself that nice self-assist. Reach back. Come back to your warrior two. Cartwheel down to your regular lunge. Step back, high plank. Inhale in your high plank. Exhale, this time lower down to a chaturanga. Come through to your up dog. Tuck toes, downward facing dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Lift your left leg high. Curl your knee to your nose round. Send your left leg up. Hover your left knee to your left elbow, just tap. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, place it through. Working on our splits, your choice. You can drop your right knee. You can sit back on your block again. You have a half split or a full split in your practice. You can take one here. Just being honest with your body and where it's able to go. Enjoying the shape it's making, whether it's a baby split, a quarter split, a full split, it's all good. Take one more full round of breath to settle in. Start to lift yourself back up, coming back to your lunge, moving any props. Lift your right knee up, then lift your right leg up into a standing split. Turn the inside of your leg, that inside of your leggings or your pants seam down towards your mat and lift from there. Take one more breath, lift up. Drop your right hip so it's in line with your left. Walk or float your hands to heart center and reach arms back. Keeping arms by your sides, hinge your right knee to 90. Take your right knee over to the right for your tree pose. Bring it into your thigh, calf, or ankle. Find your tree. Find stillness in this balancing pose. Take one more full round of breath. Lift up. Bring yourself back to center, knee to 90, arms by your sides. Release your right foot down. Take a breath to shake it out. Come into your dancers, left arm up, right arm out to the side. Catch your right foot behind you. Go tall through your left side body. When you're ready, kick into your hand. If you lose it like I just did, just come back in. Start over. Kicking back slowly, especially if you're at home on a carpeted floor, it can be harder to balance on carpet. It's a little more plush, moves a little more. Bring yourself back in, knees tap. Release your foot. Take a back stroke or windmill of your arms. Land in your conscious mountain pose. Full breath in, full breath out. Walk your feet out the width of your mat. Bring your hands to heart center and come into a yogi squat. Send your knees out towards your toes and sink your hips down. You can also use a block here, placing a block underneath your glutes. Try to find length through your spine. Use your elbows to press your knees out. Sit into your yogi squat. If you'd like, you can take an arm balance here, a crow or a crane pose. If you have an inversion in your practice, a headstand or a handstand, this is your time to just play. You can always stay in the yogi squat. You can also add a nice twist or an opening to your yogi squat if you're staying here. Take one more full round of breath. No rush if you're in an inversion, you can always catch up. If you're in an arm balance or the yogi squat, just step, walk, or jump yourself back to a down dog. If you feel like you need vinyasa to smooth things out, take one here. If not, just pedal out your knees, pedal out your heels, find some movement. From your down dog, lift your right leg high. Without bending your knee, take your right leg over to the left. So we're still taking that hip opener. We're just not bending our knee. Helps to keep your shoulders squared to the front of the room. Bring your right leg back to the center and place it through to your lunge. Drop your left knee down. You can walk your right foot across your mat, coming into a pigeon pose, or you can bring both legs to an L and take a 90-90 sit. You're coming into pigeon, lift your heart and chest, and then drop your hips down. From that place, bring yourself forward. You can make a pillow with your arms, resting your head on your arms. You can always rest your forehead on a block. Taking a meditative pigeon today, just let everything go. Again, just focusing on your breath. Take one more full round of breath. Start to walk yourself back up into your hands. Come back to center if you took the 90-90 sit. Everyone lift your heart and chest. Roll onto your right glute and swing your left leg forward for seated head to knee. We're doing a little bit of an around the world pigeon today. Right foot is placed to the inside of your left thigh. Arms reach up tall. Turn towards your left leg and sink all the way down, making forehead to knee connection. For some people, it's easy to hinge over their leg like this and tap forehead to knee. If it's not easy for you, bend your knee as much as you need to make that forehead to knee connection. We all have different anatomy, different lengths of our femurs, so take what you need. Take one more full round of breath. Make that forehead to knee connection. Reach past your left toes. Use your arms and core to lift up. Take your right arm behind you, roll onto your right leg, lift your hips, coming into a mini wild thing, just reaching back. Release your hips back down. Bring the soles of your feet together for butterfly pose. Interlacing your hands around your feet, sit up tall. Start to hinge yourself forward with a long spine. Then go ahead and round your spine when you need to, looking in at your belly button, letting your head hang. Start to roll yourself back up to seated. Take your right heel to the right corner of your mat. Place your left foot to the inside of your right thigh. Sit up nice and tall, reach arms up, turn towards your right leg and come down for your seated head to knee. Again, bend your knee as much as you need to tap forehead to knee. Take a full round of breath. Reach past your toes. Lift both arms up. Take your left arm back, coming back to our mini wild thing. Roll onto your left leg, lift your hips, reach back. Release your hips down. Coming back into your pigeon, take your right leg back. Kind of have to scooch yourself back up, so taking your hips side to side. If this transition doesn't work for you, you can step back to the down dog and then step your left leg through, like we did on our right side. Take that moment to lift your heart and chest, to drop your hips, and then come forward. Release. Let go. Take one more breath in your pigeon. Start to lift yourself back up into your hands. Find that lift in your heart and chest. Tuck your right toes behind you. Send your left leg high. Take the hip opener, fanning your left hip over to the right, just not bending your knee, keeping your left leg straight today. Bring your left leg back to center, release it down. Find a slow pedal of your knees, side to side. Find a strong down dog. Look at your hands. Step, walk, or jump your feet to your hands and sit back on your mat. Roll all the way back onto your back. Just gonna turn so you can see me for core. Rolling onto your back, let's take elevator lifts today. So bring your hands underneath your low back or your glutes. So you want your palms facing down, the tops of your hands up. And take your legs up. Try to straighten your legs as much as you can, taking the bend out of your knees and flexing your feet, toes towards your nose. Just gonna take a little hip lifts. So just lifting your hips, it's like a little pulse. Just slightly up off your hands, off the mat. Using your low core, your low belly to do this. Just gonna take 5 more for 10 total. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straighten your legs if you created any bend in your knees. And then lower your legs a third. Keep your low belly pulling in and down. Lower your legs another third. If you'd like, lower your legs 1 more third or hover them over your mat for 3, 2, and 1. Squeeze your knees in and give yourself a little low back massage, rocking or making little circles. Release your feet to the floor. Let's take 1 bridge or wheel pose. Walk your heels in towards your glutes. Press your hands and feet down into your mat. And then lift your hips up. Press down, lift up. Send your hip points up towards the ceiling. Engage your quads, the front of your legs. Squeeze your glutes in, lift up. Release everything down to your mat. Bring the soles of your feet together and let your knees fall out for wide bound angle or Supta Baddha Konasana. Letting your spine neutralize. Start to blink your eyes open if you close them. Bring your knees back up, soles of your feet to the floor. Come into a half happy baby. So take your right foot up towards the ceiling. Catch the outside edge of your right foot and then pull your right knee down towards your mat. So you want your legs slightly to the outside of your body, knee coming down. You can keep your left leg bent or you can straighten it if you'd like. It's just a little different sensation in your hip. You can try both and come back to what works for you. Give your right foot a squeeze. Release your right foot. Bring your right knee in for single knee to chest. Pull your right knee towards your shoulder. You can hover your left heel or press it into your mat. Give your right knee a squeeze. Bring your left foot to the floor if it's not there. Place your right ankle on your left knee for figure 4. Lift your left leg up. Reach through and pull your left leg in. Press your right knee out. Give your left leg a squeeze. Release your left foot to the floor and send your right leg high. With a straight leg, slowly lengthen and lower all the way down to your mat. When your right leg hits, send your left leg to meet it. Take a full round of breath. Coming back to our half happy baby, take your left foot up towards the ceiling. Catch the outside edge and pull your left knee down. Again, you can bend your right knee for support if you'd like. Release your left foot. Interlace your hands under your knee. Pull your left knee in, single knee to chest. Send your right leg long, press your right heel down or hover your right heel and in. Squeeze in. Release your right foot to the floor. Send your left ankle on your right knee. Lift your right leg up. Reach through that space and pull your right leg in. Try to keep your tailbone and your shoulder blades down on your mat. Pull your right leg a little closer to your upper body. Release your right foot to the floor. Send your left leg high. Slowly lengthen and lower all the way to your mat. Send your right leg to meet it. Take a full round of breath. Pull both knees in for double knee to chest. You can rock side to side or make little circles with your low back. If you'd like a full happy baby, you can take both feet up towards the ceiling. Catch the edges of your feet. And again, find a rocker sway side to side. Come back to your double knee to chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Release both feet to the floor. Walk your feet out to the edges of your mat, ending our practice in a wide-legged twist. Arms out to a T or goalpost arms. Let your knees fall over to the right. Stack your right ankle on your left knee. Gaze to the left. Allow your body to fall into your twist. Bring your gaze back to center. Unstack your right ankle. Find a windshield wiper of your knees side to side. When your knees fall to the left, stack your left ankle on your right knee, keeping your knees there. Take your gaze to the right. Bring your gaze back to center. Unstack your ankle. Take one more slow windshield wiper of your knees side to side. If you'd like to take another double knee to chest or any other pose, you can take it here. If you're ready for final rest, let your feet fall out. Let your palms face up. Feel your whole body weight being supported by the ground, the earth. Receive your practice and enjoy your final resting pose. I'm going to mute myself so you don't get the background noise here, but I will come back with 3 rings of the bell. Enjoy. It is confidence in our bodies, minds, and spirits that allows us to keep looking for new adventures. Oprah Winfrey. Start to wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes, bringing awareness back into your physical form. When you're ready for a larger movement, hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug and show yourself some gratitude for making it to your mat this afternoon. Reach your right arm back. Roll onto your right side using your arm as support, falling into fetal position, our position of new beginnings. Recall the intention, purpose, or dedication you set at the beginning of your practice. The option to set a new one right here to take you through the rest of your Thursday, maybe even into your weekend. Start to press yourself up to seated, facing forward. Bring your hands to heart center. You can keep your eyes closed or glance down at your fingertips and tuck your chin. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, let your breath go. Let's recognize the peace and light within each and every one of us by bowing forward together. Thank you, everyone.